So if you look at modern strength training, look at YouTube. Look at YouTube and you will see insanity. All right? Way too heavy on the strength training. Guys, there's nobody on this planet, with the exception of a power lifter and an Olympic weightlifter, and really a power lifter, because even Olympic weightlifter, you're so limited by technique that after a while, it doesn't matter how strong you are. If you don't have the timing and that weight is just a millimeter off center, you're going. You can't hold it. Okay, so it gets to a point, and the higher the skill, the less strength. Okay, the lower the skill, the higher the strength you can express. So unless you're an Olympic weightlifter or a power lifter, there's no need to be cleaning 300 pounds, 400 pounds, 250. I don't even think 200. 200 is a big clean for just a normal athlete. So we're going way too heavy on the strength training. Okay, we're violating the genetic bandwidth. What is the genetic bandwidth? The genetic bandwidth is your potential. Your genetic potential. You have a potential for height. So imagine how stupid it would be for me to tell you, well, now you got to do 1,000 pull-ups a week so you can go from 5'9" to 5'10". And what you hear that, what would you say? This guy's an idiot. Okay? Guy's an idiot. So you go, hey man, if you do, if you do 100 pull-ups in one workout once a week, or if you do 100 pull-ups a week, that's plenty of pull-ups. Jesus Christ, that's way too much pull-ups. But that's plenty of pull-ups. You don't need to go to 1,000, because from 100 to 1,000, you're going to be doing damage. Condyles, tendinitis, all kinds of stuff, overtraining, this and that, right? So training the genetic bandwidth is extremely important because it keeps you within your safety margins. Okay, not all bodies are meant to squat, even to parallel. Not all bodies are meant to even overhead press, not even with 10-pound dumbbells, because the shoulder is not made for that. Okay, we cover all of this in our biomechanics of function and throughout our certifications, because we talk about this kind of stuff. So you have to honor, okay, the genetic bandwidth. Well, how do you know you're staying in your genetic bandwidth? It's been in front of us the whole time, and that is the overtraining syndrome. If you're going to practice tired, I used to remember Vern Gambetta, and I didn't understand it when I was in my 30s and 40s. I didn't understand it because I was all full of testosterone and rah, And he says, you should leave your strength and conditioning, strength training session fresh, with energy. I'm going, then you're not training hard enough. That was me, right? Young cat, right? Young Thundercat. And now I understand why. You need to leave your strength and conditioning fresh, because that keeps that freshness, that reserve in energy is used for recovery. You have to have energy to sleep. When you're too tired, you can't even sleep. When you're too tired, you can't even eat. When you're too tired, your body can't even take care of itself. So you can never get so exhausted, okay, that your body can't recover. So you go, okay, Carlos, but wait a minute. How do I push then? This is how you push. You stimulate the body. Leave it within the energy to recover. And when it recovers, it overcompensates. Celiac gas syndrome. It overcompensates. Then you stimulate it. Then it overcompensates. Stimulate it, overcompensates. That's what happens. And when that happens, okay, you want to get to 10. Okay, you train to 8. There's an overcompensation. All right, now you can do 11. You train to 9. There's overcompensation. Yeah, you go to 12. And now your 80% is the 10 that you used to want. So you can train at 80%, leave 24, let's say, and I'm just using fictitious numbers. Train to 80%, leave room for the super compensation, and as you get stronger, what you wanted will be 80%. Okay, so if you wanted to be able to go for 5 minutes hard in the cage, or if you wanted whatever, you'll get there, and it won't be that hard to do if you give your body enough time. And that is done by the honoring the genetic bandwidth. So if you're too tired, you have pain that doesn't go away, you have insomnia, okay, and then you get upper respiratory infections because you're not recovering because you've got a compromised immune system. Those 4 things in that order, okay, tired, pain, lack of sleep, upper respiratory infection, cold. When you have those and you cycle through those, you're violating your genetic bandwidth. Period. End of story. Don't do it. All right? So how much is enough? At what point is the diminishing return? Is it 200 for me? Is it 300 for that guy? Is it 150? Go by the tired, pain, sleep, okay, and cold. So if you're staying healthy and you're not hurting, chances are you're in that zone, okay? But now, technically, you may be a monster, for example. Let's say that you're a monster, just physically a monster, and your potential of a deadlift is, let's say, 400 pounds. You're 200 pounds, you're a football player, linebacker in high school, and you're 220, 230, whatever the number is, and you are deadlifting in high school 300 pounds. Okay, pretty damn respectable. And I know there's guys in high school that are doing 500, 600 pounds, the freaks. But normal people, I deal with normal people, okay? Let's say that you're 230, 220, you play linebacker in high school, and you got a 300-pound deadlift, all right? Okay, how are you doing? Oh, I'm hitting people, man, left and right. Okay, so why do we need, are you fast enough? Yeah, I'm running a 4.5, 4.6 in high school. Holy Jesus, 4.6, legit 4.6 in high school at 230, 300-pound deadlift. That to me is, don't touch the dude. Do not touch the guy. I don't want him doing 325 on the deadlift. I don't do him 350 because he is banging right now. What I need him is to have better quality practice, support the practice, and leave him as is. Because if I try to go to 350 to 400 to make him a better linebacker, okay, and I don't know where the genetic bandwidth is, okay, it could be 350, it could be 400. But the thing is, why allocate the resources? To go from 300 to a 400-pound deadlift requires resources, time, energy, and it's wear and tear on the body. Why go to 400 if 300 is giving you everything you need? All right? So this is what I'm talking about. The same thing with the jump shot. Oh, my son needs a higher vertical jump, so he needs to do Olympic weightlifting and squatting. Do you guys do that? And then you go, wait a minute, what does he play? Oh, he's 6'2", he's a shooting guard in high school or in college. All right, how's he doing? He's doing pretty good. He's starting this and that. So why are you messing with him? Why are you messing with him? The kid has a body weight squat, 200 pounds for 5, let's say. Okay, it's nothing crazy. 200 pounds for 5. He's got a deadlift of 200 pounds for 5. Done. He jumps. He has a 27-inch vertical. Nothing crazy, 27-inch vertical. We need a 36-inch vertical. Why? Why? He's a shooting guard. When was the last time you saw a shooting guard jump, forget 36 inches, 20 inches for a jump shot? Jump shots, whether it's from the three-point line, free throw line, or inside the paint, are about positioning. They're not about height. You get bad positioning, I don't care what your height is. Okay, you get a lot of height and you have no skills and you're hitting that backboard like a cement factory. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So why do we need more vertical? Why do we need to burden this kid with a heavier squat jump, a higher pull, a bigger deadlift, and then plyometric training, all right, so he can get a higher vertical when he's 6'2", he's in college, all right, he's leading his team in points. What do I care what he jumps? And plus, most 99% of all the jump shots he does are below the knee height. So if you measure from the ground to the knee, look up on YouTube, look up best jump shots of 2020, 2019. I don't care. Look up Michael Jordan. And you'll see that most of the time, those sweet jump shots, the fadeaways, even the jump shots from the three lines that are not challenged, they come up to the three-point line, they look, they jump about 6 inches and whoosh. Okay? So, why are we doing plyometrics? Why are we doing all this heavy shit with basketball players for a greater vertical jump when a greater vertical jump it's not even used in the NBA? Even centers, we train some of the centers, okay? All right, from the European League. We train point guards from the European League. You know, these guys that are not in the NBA, we don't train anybody from the NBA, but we train several basketball players that are in the European League, Asian League. They go to the islands and play and all that stuff. None of them. We don't train vertical jump, zero vertical jump. We don't train heavy squatting, zero heavy squatting, zero deadlifting. We keep them healthy. Why? So they can practice on the court, get good positioning, because success in sports is not about strength. Listen to me, not about strength. It's about positioning, and that is technique and tactics. Period. End of story. Got it? Being stronger will help you. Being stronger will reduce injuries. No doubt about it. But it's not the strength that we've been selling.